Yesterday, however, we've got a bunch of players who only won one match and ended up losing or tying their second match, so the points are very split up. It's a very close match.
Most important indeed, but hello, Rez. What a way to start. He's got himself 4 headshots already. I mean, this is the first round of what is, again, a very incredibly important round of matches, and all right, why not pick up a 4K? Makes it look way too easy. However, he's still on for the ace because it's just coldzera left. The MIBR have been dispatched of in the pistol. He barely sees opponents. That's it. That's Rez with 5 headshots. Gonna get ahead of this Ivy burst. They're playing from within the bomb site itself. It's gonna give Lekro a bit more positioning and enable Forrest to keep his head on a swivel. He's turned back both ways and managed to pick up a couple of kills. Spur has gotten himself out into the train yard, but he finds himself alone. 1v3, cut down to 2, and he's trying to figure out where Forrest's at, but there was no time and no assistance. It's a bit of a spray down, so maybe now Dennis doesn't go for the peak. He's very wary as to what awaits. Fallen getting aggressive on Ivy. He's managed to find himself the opening frag, and this is a realm that MIBR have yet to find themselves.
Then when a Molotov gets thrown at him, he takes it and makes an offensive play as opposed to a defensive one, and Dennis takes a risk for himself as well. Could have got sprayed down coming down the ramp, but instead fall back.
Now we've got that pinch out cold, trying to close the distance. Forrest hides up into the upper side of office, has managed to get himself a single kill, peeks wide, and has to be careful. It's a 3-pronged assault, and he's not going to survive it.
Fallen has a target. Look at that, takes his time, and Rez falls right into the trap. Interesting setup for
Before it seems like they're going to get rolling forward. It is NiP to get themselves into the B bomb site, and that's where they've managed to find themselves 3 frags. I mean, it's a crescendo of kills off of each and every one of those pieces. It couldn't have gone any better, but it does still give MIBR a chance to double back into the A site where Lekro has lied in wait this entire time. Into this, I mean, they took a pause in everything. It's a leg shot. He can't finish him just yet, and as he does, Lekro's immediately ready to trade. That's a costly loss. He is one of 2 wielders of the AK. The second's Tarek right to the face of Lekro. Oh boy! Lekro's managed himself a 3rd. Ivy's shut down, and now they're gonna whip back round and drop coldzera 2. It's a sweep from NiP.
And wow, very little information to do a push like that.
Hello, Georgie. Comes back up the ladder, and he's gonna be cut down. The flames at his feet, and you know what they say, hot air rises.
And Lekro's made his position known as well. Fallen combines and gets a kill.
Forrest is also actually just snuck off into the ladder room. There's so many potential situations here to unfold, so it's just going to be individual duels first. 28 seconds, the bomb now spotted outside of T-Con. Forrest comes back, not realizing that the bomb site's actually in question. Here's Spur, and he only manages 1 kill. Forrest clears the board of him, and now 2v2. Again, Forrest wins a fight. That's not supposed to happen. 10 seconds left up. Tarek's gonna go charging inwards. He's dealt more damage. Both of these ninjas on a shred of HP. And yet Tarek, he needs the bomb. He can't do anything about it. It's MIBR to lose another.
Oh my god.
Got MIBR once more out from T-Con. They're gonna be able to dodge Dennis. And yes, okay, they have won a duel, but Lekro even gets one at quite distance. It's the top side of the train that loses Dennis's life. Still back and forth affair, leaving MIBR with a slight edge here. Bomb's been put down to the dirt, and Get Right comes in from ladder room.
Backwards now. It's just that Get Right is kind of aware of this, and Rez also is going to get a kill. I think Fur walks right into the spray and gets immediately shot out of the round. That is so nuts from NiP. Some kind of peek or someone to maybe just jump out Olaf for a second. I'm not sure. It's actually Fallen to come out with a quick entry.
Caught off by Rez's position. Still, we talked about that efficient trade fragging, and this time they've nailed it. The flank brewing. And it's definitely going to find Get Right if he's not already dead. Here we go. MIBR back on the board most certainly. And if they can clear out Dennis, that's certainly going to help them, at least mentally, because you know that you are down in this moment.
Yeah, and it was definitely about time that they pulled one off. Its last round come out, but we see the setup is quite similar, right?
Yeah, very spread still. First point's going to be ladder room, but Rez is up close this time. Not behind the E-box, but rather just outside the door. Oh, coming out, bouncing off E-box and allowing for them to get at least some closer footing. Stewie's gonna go charging up parallel to the wall, and sure enough, does seem to find them by surprise, but he can't pick up a frag until finally he hits the head of Rez. So 4 versus 3 and immediately predicting that flank from Dennis, a play that's worked out all too often. But here we go, MIBR. We talked about their individual level. We talked about the way they win duels. This is a round that relied on that.
That was really masterful movement from Stewie after taking all that damage. The way that he swerved around the bomb site, using those headshot angles to his advantage on low HP.
Right, we've got a player inside Z. We've got one on the high road. Lekro waiting to swoop in from above. Forrest calls that there's going to be a push through smoke, but still he's dropped by Fallen. And yes, that was the man above taken down. Rez finds a little bit of cover just close to the bomb plant as he rounds the corner. Stewie's going to deal with him, so this is MIBR with a plant. You'd think it's denied by Get Right, getting himself a second kill. He tries to fall back, and he's got a third. The time's not there. What a savior in Get Right. The A site could be evidence or a ruse. And in fact, it's exactly what's going to come their way. Dennis charging forward, looking to close this distance. Tarek has actually managed himself a swift headshot, but he falls to Lekro too, and now it's NiP back in control of the situation. An early Gush versus Coldzera. He's on a quarter health, but he can certainly still do this if Lekro doesn't have that height advantage.
Yeah, he's probably eating cereal for that too.
With a golden spoon. Right now, golden flames blanketing the B site. Stewie gonna be activated now. He tries to spray for a second, but can't contain it. Fur certainly can, at least with one more. Regardless of that front line, it's left us to the 3v3, and the damage substantial versus NiP. Forrest and Lekro barely alive, and Fallen's creeping inwards. He gets himself one, but the trade frags have been so efficient. Now Dennis has doubled down with a couple of headshots, and Coldzera can do the same, but it's AK versus M4, so Dennis escapes. At least that initial fight.
Move backwards into a Molotov that lands on the back of Pop as well as the bottom, and it covers both of those things in case anyone's on the top of the train.
Use 3 smokes over towards the A site. That's why MIBR are a little delayed here on the rotation. It's definitely going to fall onto Stewie because that first rotator's already down and he can't manage the numbers that start pouring into the bomb site. Get Right's on a tear, continues forward, nails another to the side of the connector, and he's left Coldzera and Tarek alone in a 2v4. He's even managed another kill. The multi-frags coming in from Christopher are just supreme. Coldzera revealed, certainly, and he's actually managed himself another, but it's a similar sight. He's walking away from this fight. It is a 15th round for the Ninjas in Pyjamas.
So for MIBR, if they get to 15-15, they get 1 point instead of 3.
He's opping, and he is going to be that first line of defense. Could have the rapid flank up from ladder behind, but he spots that second one. Perfect flashbang, and that's the bomb now across. The ladder room's being controlled by Forrest. He's managed to pick up Fur. And all the while, Lekro over towards Ivy managed another couple kills. So this is very much the Stewie and Tarek show, and that kill is incredible. It's followed up by Stewie like a goose on his egg, just waiting for Stewie to round these corners. He kills Tarek, and there it is as they finish on fire. The Ninjas in Pyjamas, 16-4.